Hello world, this is JWP, J.Ward, Primo Beats, coming to you live from my bedroom. I'll be continuing along with a sequencing jam I started yesterday, and I've been mixing down. Without further ado, I'm going to jump in. I am focusing on velocities in terms of each phrase. So, in other words, the different parts. I don't have to focus too much on the actual energy level as that's handled by the automation curve. What I do want to focus on is notes climbing and falling and their velocities increasing. What do you call phrasing? And I got some of my my velocity techniques from another YouTuber and classical guitarist. The classical guitar shed. I'm gonna look up the information and give props where they are due. Classical guitar shed, and he gave me a bit of tips, not personally, but just watching some of his videos. He being Alan Matthews, and I was looking for some phrasing techniques, and I did find his videos and looked at some of his phrasing techniques. So I'll be applying those phrasing techniques. In other words, some of them are, as you climb up in a scale, you reduce velocity, and this keeps the movement going. It keeps it from feeling like it's landed, like it's ended, it's over. And likewise, going down a scale, you increase your velocities, making things louder. Arrivals, that's what they're called. So it keeps when you turn your velocities down going up a scale, it keeps it from arriving, and it kind of pulls the energy forward. As well, going down, low notes don't like to pop as much as high notes. High notes like to pop, and that kind of gives the sense of completeness or arrival. And is my mic even going here? Okay, I'm not just talking to myself. All right. So getting into it, making a mess here of the real world. Starting with my bass, I suppose. So all the velocity right now is static, and that's not very good. So I'm just going to go through them. Actually, I'm going to reset my velocity scalars here. That's not the bass, but I'll reset this one anyway. And using the pattern shouldn't morph my velocity scalars. This is the bass here. Track 2. So it'll be easier just to go through the pattern, and my range is about, I think, 50 to 100. And hopefully things don't fall apart. Okay, so yeah. Get that click in there. Down a bit. So 78. I guess I could boost these guys up a bit. Scale levels to 100. I guess so. And then, so here I want about there, and that's at 50, so then bring these guys down. 25, scale levels. Back to center. Feels a little bit on the loud side. So we'll do a test run here and see the types of levels I'll get out of phrasing like this. So on to rhythms. And I guess we can give some dynamics here. falling. Should actually come up some. I'm going to scale them again. I'll bring them in about 80. Let's give it some wiggle room. Put it down, what, 20? There. 10%. It's 90%. So is it 90 in fact? Yes, it is 90. So this guy's coming down. So what did I do? I dropped everything 10%. So I'll drop this guy in with 10%. And I'll pick these guys up with 10%. I don't really want to touch these jumps. I don't really feel it's appropriate to be changing those as they are part of the main line. They're just a little quirk. They're not actually a climb or a fall. These guys are, I feel, they're climbs and falls. This is just the same octave or same note on a different octave. It's just play, not climb or fall. These guys are climbing and fall phrasing. These are, I would call them, they call it ornaments. Those would be ornaments to me. So as I drop this down 10% to make room for the climbs and falls, I'm going to pull everything up here 10%. So I got some room to play, not play, technique. And let's pull this out, put this up. So these are falling, bring them up. This man's current scaling, yeah, up. This guy's lifting, so down. Yeah, maybe that's some dynamics in there. Alright. Onto the rhythm. Same thing. Where was I hitting? I was hitting at 90, so let's just crank everything. And then drop everything 10%. Just 10%. Yep. Then I'm gonna cut this guy down. Where was that? Where is this? This is 60%. So this is climbing. Just drop this down to 60, which is currently at 90. So I want to bring it down another 30. And this is falling, so I'm going to lift that up. Also lift this up, and yeah, that's falling. This is climbing. So I'm going to drop that 10%. As well, I need to fall with these guys, so it looks like something like that. And what am I doing here? I believe I was scaling. Was it Alt X? Yep. So it's falling 10%. It's climbing 10%. I feel like I should be a little more drastic, but I don't want to be too dynamic. It's going to mess up everything. So I'm going to have to reset my values after. It's just this part now. Drums, because the drums aren't going to get much more dynamics than is there. Sure. Continuing along. Same thing over and over again. Give us to have a macro. Wow, look at that. Why is that doing that? Anyway. Click everything. Bring all of this stuff down. 60%. So levels were set. Minus 40%, which makes it 60, hopefully. Yep. Shift I, Alt X. Now we want to put this at 90. Where is it? Already at 100, so down 10. Alright, then get here. So this is a fall, which will come up. It's a climb, and come down to 80. Up. Then that's climbing, so let's just and draw those. This is falling, so up to 70. And that's climbing down to 50. And falling and climbing, falling. So up. An arpeggio, sort of. This was actually the intro arpeggio. How does that sound? Doesn't sound like anything. Because the velocity scale is probably the channel's closed. Alright. Not too much dynamics going on there. I mean, how dynamic is that? Let's get here, bring in a Edison, and we'll go on input. So go. Does it even look like it's moving? And what the middle forms. They do kind of look like they're getting a bit more shallow, but that metronome. Stop. Do. And oops, on input. So how's that looking? Yeah, it look like they're getting smaller. Not by a whole lot. Perhaps I should be changing the filter a bit more so they're a bit more pronounced. Then again, I do have the master. Yeah, I'll just continue along. If I feel like I need more dynamics, then I'll get some more. Up to C. Again, with that weird spot. Everything. Oh. And grabbing stuff. We're going to bring that down to 60. Actually, just use my hotkeys. Let's make it a 40. And then this guy needs to come down. Alt X, make it 10. And down. Down comes up, and up goes down. So 80. And falling. here, everything here is climbing. Everything there is climbing, so we can just use X, set everything's climbing. I want to come down 10%. At the end here, these parts are falling. 2. Looks more appropriate. Alright. And the lead. Yeah, there's going to be some major changes here. And let's go everything up. Let's just skip levels. I gotta remember to use my hotkeys more. Okay. So this part's actually the higher part. Drop this down 60. So make it 40%. Except Alt X. No. Control I. Alt X. It's down 10%. Alright, so that's climbing, so down 10%. It's falling, up 10%. These guys are in line. This is climbing. I have everything. Oh. Climbing, so down more, 10%, 50. Falling up to 60, 70, 60. I'm at 60, so 70. And climbing, so falling. Climbing, so down. And then falling. So let's bring this up to 90 for reference. Yeah. Let's give that a check it out. Give it a check it out. I want bar and everything. It's not popping so much now. Which I like. It's still up front, but it's not like trying to dominate. That lead, I mean. I like it. Alright, so continuing with V. This actually gets recycled, which is no problem because we have the velocity curve. Changing things. Energy. So grab everything, and instead of dragging everywhere, I'm just going to go like this. And I want these guys. And these guys. Alt X, and then drop them 60%. 40, down to 60%, which is 40%. And Shift I. And these guys come down 10%. Reset down 10. So these again are what do they call ornaments? I consider them ornaments. So the only changes I'm going to see is the changes here. As the ornament is changing, see it's falling here, so it gets louder. I'm going to change the whole ornament. I'm going to change the whole, I'm going to change the whole fall with its ornament. Anyway. Okay, so I'm going to use the tool instead of poking away. These are falls, so Alt X, boost them 10% or just max. And I can't use Control I there, these are climbs. So, why isn't this one a climb? Why is that a fall? What? I don't remember changing that when I was composing it. Did I? Did I repair it? Isn't it supposed to be repaired? Oh man. Okay, so yeah, it's just the same thing twice. So this should be a climb at whatever that is. G sharp, and it's currently at E5. What is a drop? It shouldn't be. Its intention wasn't to fall, so I gotta look at the whole thing. Okay, so that is here. Yeah, no. It's the bass. What does the rhythm say? Oh, that was the rhythm. So what does the bass say? The bass climbs. Yeah. So we're fixing that. Where'd it go? Piano roll. One all tiny. Okay, so this needs to be G sharp 5. Up, up, E, F, F sharp, G. G sharp. G sharp, G sharp, G sharp. Okay, now that is a climb, so down 10%. Then that the ornaments or the rises and falls are done with their ornaments, I can get in here into these climbs and falls. So starting to fall our climb there. Over a bit, it's climbing. That as soon as it starts to hit another note. So this note here. Down, it's done, it's climbing. And the last fall here, so 3 notes, because it has to wrap around. Note to 90, a little bit below 90. There. Yeah. Nope, that didn't get dropped. Alright. Okay, moving on to the bass. This is just a half snap. Again, those are ornaments. But I do need to crank everything. Drop these guys. Down 40%. Shift I, Alt X. Bring that up to just max. Wait, where is it? Okay, down 10%. And that's a fall. So that's kind of cranked up. I can just click. And this is a fall or climb, so I'll get to go there. And Alt X. 10% up, no, 10% down. And my climb, so and climb. Alright. Space done. Up. And higher guys down. Hold X. Reset down 40%. Shift I. Alt X. Reset. Crank. Alt X. Reset down 10%. Now I can get in here, and that's a fall. So let's go. And actually, this is a repeating note too. So this slowly climbs. That. And this climbs. So that's actually a fall. Whoa, that seems really low. What happened? Alt X, reset, full blast, enter, Alt X, reset, down 40%. Okay, and yeah, that's wrong. Okay, so this is a climb, and that's a repeating note. So, yeah, I'll just drop it slowly, 50, 50. Get these guys back up. So, this feels like there's one too many notes. It's got 2 here and 3 there. Oh, let's give it some balance here. I'd rather have more dynamics than less. And another climb. Another fall that needs to increase in velocity. A fall which decreases in velocity. And we're going to go with 3. And a climb. I want a reference point. And this is a climb too, so let's drop that 10%. Alright, looks good. Moving on to the next piece of arpeggio. Pretty much the same thing again. And so I want these parts. And Alt X, actually everything crank. And just these. Alt X, drop 40. Accept. Okay, so Shift I, Alt X, reset, drop 10. Get in here and do these repeaters. That's a climb, so fall reduction. And this is a repeater, so increase. That's a fall. Oh, actually, that's a climb, so decrease. Alright, now time for the falls and climbs. It looks like there's less notes here. Meh. So we're still doing 4. Actually, we'll just go 2s. So 1, 2. Not sure where the other note went. 2, 2, 2. Yeah, that's normal. Alright. The other note must have got blended. This is a climb. So I've got a bunch of cord there. So this comes down. Alright, now this lead's going to be interesting. Sort of. This, actually, yeah, since I already got it, reset, full blast, X, reset, down 40. Shift I, Alt X, reset, full blast, Alt X, down 10. Ooh, Alt X, down 10. And that's a fall, so full blast. This is a climb, so reduce velocity. Starting, going by 3. There's the 60. Okay. It's a climb, so down 10. And back up. That's a fall, so increase. That's a climb, so decrease that 3s. And that is a climb. It's up, down 10. That's a climb. This is a fall. Alright, that looks good. Yep. Let's audition that part, which is a whole verse. Interesting. And that bass kick's kicking. I'm gonna have to get in there, do something about that. So I'm just gonna grab it and let's give it some tension here. Scale levels, reset, tension, increase. Maybe a little less. Chorus, because yeah. And scale levels, okay. Now from those first two parts, breather, and then from the left. And go. That bass is being real affected by it. I'm gonna have to reduce the velocity sensitivity. So I'm gonna do that right quick into the bass. And the current velocity sensitivity is 15. Does I have any? Yeah, okay, 15. Let's change it to 10. It's just this part right here dies. It's supposed to die, but not that much. Still want to hear it. There we go, it's not bad. Alright. So for the most part, I just have to cover the second section, and then that part, most of it gets repeated except for the lead. And that's it for velocity brazing. And I'm at 36 minutes, so it looks like I should have some time for, or I will have some time for mixing. Just crank everything. And grab this part. These again are ornaments. And Alt X, reset, drop 40%. And I missed one. Good job. Where's that? Sneak by. Set. Not sneaky enough. 40%. And Shift I. Alt X. Reset down 10%. Accept. And I'm going to start with this section. So this is a fall. Yes. And those are ornaments. So just straight up. This is a climb. So down 10%. I'm actually going to use the tool. As I'm pretty sure it already has 10% loaded. And another climb. Or another fall that needs to increase. And here's a climb. So be careful with these. Or do I? I don't feel I do. Let's just do this. Ooh. Let's totally warp the ornaments a bit there. What would sound better? It's this one. Really hard to tell. I think it would sound better static. So, I'm going to have to use the tool for all this. Alt X. I'm actually going to go multiply by what? 5%. So that looks like quite a bit. Just random. Okay, so put there. And these guys. Alt X. Twice. What's this? 10. That's 9. 18. And next. Alt X. 1827. Oh, I grabbed something else there. This guy isn't in alignment. Just that select food. Select. You got the right ones. Two. So that's actually an ornament for this part. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So here is a fall. Alright, yeah, a fall. So that this needs to come up. Set up 10%. Another fall over here. I want to deselect that first. Alt X. And this Alt X come down. I'm just going to listen to this, audition this while I work on that. So for these guys. Yeah, sounds better. And I still have the last one in there. Climb or fall, that needs to increase. So 9%, let's go 10. It's 2 bits, so 20, 15. 5 and 5 and 5 and 5 and 1 more 5. 20. Okay. Start. Looks good. What's up next? What was that? Rhythm C2, bass C2. So all this stuff needs to come down. In fact, grab everything. Oop. Alt X and crank that. And then bring this down 40%. Reset down 40. And Shift I. Bring this down 10%. Okay, getting in here now. That's an ornament. This is falling. So up. This is falling. So up. This is climbing. So down. And then that's an ornament, but I'm still going to include it. No. It's an ornament. This is falling. It's about 10%. Here. That's climbing, so down 10. These are falling, so the whole ornament, bring them up probably, what, 60? 60 to 90 is 30, so 15 each. X, 15 twice. Except, how's that looking? Where's that? I think that's too high. Yeah, no. So about 10 each would have been satisfactory. So down 5. And as well, down 5 here. There. Let's give it a quick listen. Make sure it's not falling apart. Alright, on to harps. Crank everything, Alt X, Control A, Alt X, crank. Release, grab those, Alt X, reset down 40. Shift I, Alt X, down 10. And then get in here, and this guy comes up, these both come up. This one comes down, so 10%, 80. That's direct fall, so bang and bang. Yeah. Both there. Okay, this is, I have to select. This is a fall, so up 10%. 10%. And that is in vine. It's supposed to be a climb. As it states, vine will actually bring it up percent. And these guys are all falling. So, where's 90? It's 90 there. Bang. And bang. Yeah. Good. Listen. Probably gonna have some trouble with the chorus or the reverb down the road. I'm gonna have to recreate them, and I don't have the mix box. Should be no problem. Up2. Crank, Alt X, reset, full blast, accept. How do I build these? Okay, so everything down 40%, everything up here anyway. And where's this? Accept, Shift I, Alt X, reset, down 10%, accept. These guys are falls, so they can come up, and this is a climb, so it goes down. And I'll just continue those to 10%. Now these are falls. Yeah, let's come up. And this is a climb, so it comes down to 50%. And then now I'll work on the climbs and falls. So, yeah, this is an inversion, so let's do the 3 here. Not an inversion, but it's a complement of the chord. That's what it is. Alright. I'm thinking too for this last chorus, I might have to duplicate these into the 3rd. So I can bring everything to an arrival. Yes. Lead to C2. And Alt X. No, I need to do everything first. Control A, Alt X, reset, full blast, accept, Alt X, no. And here, Alt X, down 40%. Accept, Shift I, Alt X, reset, down 10%. Accept, and grab these guys, and these guys. Boost them. Let's get boost to 10. This is boost to 10 as well. Alright, and then the climbs. Turn down 10. And now we do the climb and the fall. It's a bit of a preview. Perhaps the lead should be a little more sensitive. Yeah, I feel it does need to be a bit more sensitive. So amplitude doesn't have any sensitivity. I thought I set these. Just not the velocity, I guess. 15. Maybe just 10, as it is the lead. Yeah, that sounds decent. Alright. So in theory, just lead 3 needs to be done. And this is actually going to go in the opposite direction. So, Control A, Alt X, crank everything. And in this situation, Alt X, reset, bring it down 40%. Shift I, Alt X, bring it up 10. Oh, bring it up to 90. Oh, what? Bring it down 10%. Getting a little fuzzy. So yeah, everything is all over the place. I'll consider these ornaments as trills, so this is the only ornament along with itself. Yeah, what to do, eh? So that's the arrival right there. You know that much. Just gonna have to go with it. Bring this up 40 or 10% rather. So 10%. These guys as well. This guy's all down 10. Alright, and all these up. Let's just say 5. And all these down 10. And finally, pretty drastic here. Get down to 50. As this is the end of the phrase, the end of the song, the end of the instrumental rather, no song in there. Alright. So without pacing these guys, I'm gonna have to get in there and do them. Okay, so this is gonna be called Rhythm C3. So let's actually just start with bass. Why did I upside down? Rhythm came first, that's why. Okay, so Rhythm C3, we'll just start with the rhythm. Clone that. And I'll stick it in here before I forget. Source pattern, C3. Let's say, can I invert just like the tension? Scale levels, sets. No, I can't just invert the tension. So invert type. Mid scale, randomize, flip. That doesn't work on just the levels. Tools. View, helper, snap, select. Tools, edit. Tools. Mid flip, randomize, scale levels. There's just no way to invert them like that. There's the center. So I can put the center at what? Where was that? 5. Multiply. There we go. For it to 100%, this would be 50. Maybe I gotta change the center somewhere. The center is 60. But what's the center of 160? 80. 60 to 90 is 30. So 60 to 100 is 40. So 60 plus 20 is 80. And I only want to invert 100%. Nice. Nice. Okay, so C3 is in. space C2. Copy that. And insert it. Space C3. Get in there and do the flip. And I don't know what happened there. Maybe I hit reset by accident. No, I don't know. Maybe just the center needs to be aligned. So 80%. Yeah. Doesn't look quite right. Let's take a peek. 60, yeah. This just doesn't seem, yeah, let's touch the top. Alright. So ARP C2. Clone that, and I'm gonna have to do some renaming there. But I'll insert it now. C2 number 2 is actually ARP C3. Get there, Alt X. No, don't reset. X. Oh, it's turning down, that's why. Uh-oh. Anyway, 80%. Everything looks fine. Perhaps I might have to undo. How bad is it? It's 90. It's 50. 70. I don't know. Everything looks fine. So ARP2 C2. Clone that and rename that. Actually, I'm going to insert it first. Or C2 number 2, but it's actually ARP. No, it's not what I want to rename. I want to rename that one. 2 to ARP2 C3. Let's get there. Hold X. And okay, 80% or 80 center, 80% center. Yeah. So that's going to get kind of loud. Why does it look like that? X. Reset. No, not reset. X. 80%. Why is it crushing the top one? Be 10% down. Maybe that's why that was there. So what is this? 91. Maybe. 80. 50. Yeah, everything's fine. A little bit on the squeeze side, I think. Yeah, that one's wrong. Okay, so in here, undo that. And then head in here, and the undo should allow me to make it there still. Just gonna rename a bunch of my stuff. So I'm back to this position. Scale levels up to 80%. Yeah. It's not working anymore. Maybe that's just how it looks. Reset. No. Okay, so 80% center. Apply invert. 100%. Yeah, that's just how it's supposed to look. It looks like it's missing that one. It's missing that one because it's sitting on 80%. Okay. So let's drop that down. And let's look it down. That looks normal. That's loud. Why is that so loud? Again, reset. Center 8%. Convert 100%. Break down 10%. And okay. Let's check the levels. It's 50, 60. This needs to go down. That's 80, 90. This needs to come up. Oop. Fall, let's rise. Yeah, okay. to C2. I probably don't have. Well, I still do have C3. I just undid this. Okay, so up to C3. Get it there. Alt X. Reset. 100%. Invert 100%. Down 10%. Alright, that looks great. Chicken levels, where's this? 90, 80, 60, 50. Fall, climb, fall, up, down. Alright. So it's done. It's done. C3, C3. It's done. Alright, so velocity is done. Save as the version. Phrasing is done, rather. Now let's have a listen, because it's, yeah. Don't even know if I just messed up everything. Having listened. Primo beats. Sounding good. Now it should start to bang. Snare is going too hard. Let's bring down the snare a bit. Not too much. Good. Let's get rid of this mesh. So hear this part. Kind of waiting for that click to kick in. I'm starting to hear it a little bit now. Snare's under control. Bass drum's a little out of control. It's always just banging. Reduces dynamics a bit. Alright, so I pretty much surpassed an hour by 5-6 minutes. I'm going to call it here, and I will be back in for a mixing session. So, but I'm going to take a break. Throw up the outro, and something's wrong with my overlay. There it is.